Hello and welcome back to NLC7.
Зона вона усе по місцях розставить.
Let's redo that run. This time let's avoid the huge witch's jellyfish.
В заборе, затем полем.
Whoa. Is that a soft 94? Borov's gun, maybe? Much better. Okay. Ah, it's everywhere. Well, one hit's not that bad. Yep. That was good, but I can't. Make sure there's no surprises here. Okay, exciting. Okay, let's look for a matrix here. Jesus. Agreed. Ah! Holy shit. Oh, wrong artifact. But I do want the hopper. And it is brutal. I don't think there's a safe way in here. Just gotta tank it. Okay, here's our buddy. Actually, I'll keep the artifacts on. I will heal while I talk to him. You're dead too? How is it there? Can we talk about the clairvoyance? I've got a bottle. Well, don't keep me waiting. Fill the glass to the brim and let's have a heartfelt talk. Alright, let's have 5 drops each. There, another story. It's dreary here, as you understand. Now listen further. You say you don't remember anything about yourself, right? But somewhere out there, don't know where, there's complete information about you. Where you were born, what you thought in first grade, what kind of women you prefer. I'm not sure if it's possible to shove those memories back into you, but I think something can be done to help you remember. I once talked to one guy, probably you don't know him, he used to be a scientist too. Did something in the swamps. His last name was bird-like, like Solyolov or Dyatlov. Well, he could, let's say, had some kind of organ in his head, which allows seeing something in that noosphere. He dug up such things from your mom wouldn't grieve. Maybe it would be useful for you to talk to him. Bird-like last name. It sounds familiar. Where is he now? Should be familiar. He's also a celebrity. Of local scale, of course. He was heading to Pripyat, said that the abilities he possesses need to be developed, and there in Pripyat, the Monolith guys supposedly organized their base. So he went to them. There was even a rumor that he almost became their leader. Probably a lie, but who knows. If you want, try making your way to that Pripyat. Not this Petyushkov, then maybe someone else from them, from the clairvoyance, might be able to fill your head. In Pripyat, huh? Yeah, not exactly nearby. Okay. It's good. Perfect. Next, we're going to look for a matrix. Damn brutal, man. Let's try the regular route. Well, this is gonna be something. Gonna be something. Try this again. Damn. I need to find a safe spot to kill the chimeras from. What is down here? Why are there so many safe spots? This looks like nothing. Can't even get back there. What? I was gonna need it anyways. These safe spots are bullshit. Guess it's not a line, but mostly just little radiuses around the pins. Harumph. Oh shit. Did I move? Alright, let's get back to the transition and use that as a save. What am I trying to do? Shit. I wonder what the case is at. Finally opened. No more need for this junk. Well, where is it? There was nothing inside? After all that? Let's back this up. And let's load it and see. Maybe because I opened it on the thing? Oh, there we go. Let's try that again. What was it? I think a fiery soul. Crystal soul. We're just gonna give it to ourselves here. The psi health should be helpful. I don't know why it just disappeared like that though. Notificates. Crystal Soul. The health restoration's nice as well. Endurance hits pretty big. And do I have the absolute recipe for that? No. I do have that recipe. Okay. I feel like by that bush, I might have a spot. God damn it. This like cluster of 3 that's right here. This apparently is not a spot. Oh, Jesus. What's the fucking transition? God damn it, dude. Is that over there? Shit. Ah! I'm annoyed by that. Alright, let's try again. Man versus the zone. Gotta keep running. I think I might as well just run straight. Fuck you, chimeras. Once more with feeling. Yeah. I'm gonna get it this time. Is it just the one? Sounds like two, but I think there's just one. I need to put the stamina artifact on. Walking is a death sentence. Alright, couple things to do. Put that on. On the belt, we're gonna put you guys. This would be the perfect spot. What? Oh, he came up. He climbed up the thing. I'm gonna try and run and gun it then, like that first time. Man, things were great until I got to the north and didn't know where to hit the door. Quickly becoming my least favorite map. Oh, shit. I think because this flash has negative electroshock. That's what I gotta use. Every little bit counts, right? Oh my god. I wish it was a campfire. See, this is like, it's just... Oh no. Jesus Christ. That was a terrible performance. These fucking rats, man. Rats are nuts. Oh. Block post. Whoo. Get it. Alright, we have made it to a new map. Very exciting. Why is there like no grass here? I wonder if this is the wooden add-on files. Doo-doo-doo. Yikes. There's a man over there. And a bolt right there. Bloodsucker. Slump. It's already nuts down here. Oh. I don't think he survived though. Okay. The thing about the center of the city is that, like the zombies, it'll suck the life out of you. And it can be pretty brutal. The problem is that I've got 2 stashes to get in there. So, let's deal with these guys first. What do you need? Dear, we have no supplies here. Why so affectionate? What kind of dear am I to you? I'm just a simple stalker, marked one. No authority of any kind. I see. Here you only meet authorities, bosses, Rambos. Yeah, and here you are, sitting, scientists. Aren't you scared? Those doggies snapping their teeth. We have nothing to fear from these brainless fauna, representatives of the region's anomalous zone. The devices, developed under Professor Belogorodov's supervision, effectively repel mutants. It's just a pity that other beasts, called humans, have to be repelled differently. And further north, is there anyone? From your brotherhood, or from the Beastmen? I don't know who you count as our brotherhood, but our expedition isn't meant to go anywhere further north. It becomes too dangerous and unpredictable there. The risk is colossal, and the expected payoff is minimal. I doubt anyone would invest in such a dubious venture. How do you know? Have you been there? To know something, it's not absolutely necessary to have been there. We know a lot about the sun, can predict its behavior with a fair probability, understand the processes happening in it, and we know that it's dangerous and there's no life there, yet no one has been there in person. For example, from various indirect data, I precisely know that from the eastern side of this town, one could make it somewhere near Pripyat. But I also precisely know that I won't go, and don't plan on doing such foolishness. For what? What about the monolith? You know, the one they talk about. Make a wish and it comes true? Talk about minimal payoff. Many would go for that. Well, the things people come up with out of fear or ignorance. The monolith is just a hypothesis they try to use to explain the strange things in our universe. Supposedly, it's some kind of entity of unknown nature. There's a theory that it's the result of a breakthrough or fusion of our world with another. Naturally, this entity is incomprehensible to anyone. How the monolith appeared, when and from where, and whether it's there at all, is a mystery shrouded in darkness. That's the way it is, all on the level of speculation, fantasies, and assumptions. Yeah, then why does it appear in dreams, and some even hear it, and many hear it the same way? Did everyone suddenly conspire and invent their own monolith? Oh, there you are, a stalker, right? Carry all sorts of stuff on your belt, right? Do you even realize what it is, how it affects the body, the psyche in the end? You stalkers only feel that some of these items provide visible help for some reason and think, oh yes, this is good. Because when you noticeably feel better, it immediately makes sense to you. A good thing. But the fact that I've started sleeping worse, wake up hungry and sick, my head is buzzing, some call appears, draws me somewhere to hell for no reason. That's all from vodka. Probably had too much yesterday. That's your stalker explanation. Simple and understandable, and you don't even try to connect one thing with another, to compare facts. Go on with your stalker business. That's just what I'm doing. Need to find out where the brain scorcher switch is. Any idea? Brain scorcher? You mean rainbow? You're late, marked one. It's already been turned off. So, no worries. I know, it's just that now people are going crazy in a different way. Either incredible laziness takes over, or depression. But no one even wants to move. Clearly this rainbow wasn't working for nothing. And now, if it's not turned back on, all people will die out in the zone. You've turned into a Cassandra. They'll die out. They won't. What's the difference? This place is full of criminals anyway. It'll be easier for us to expand our knowledge without worrying about the next idiot with a gun. Just criminals? Sure, and Ivar said you could do business with you. You know Ivar? He's probably the only one around here with a normal psyche. Helped us out in the beginning. Maybe you're cut from the right cloth too. Talk to Sergei Fedotov. He discussed Rainbow with Ivar in more detail. He's currently on the other side of the town conducting an experiment. If you can come to an agreement with him, maybe he'll tell you something. And don't take offense, we had a couple of tough stalkers here recently. Cleaned out our supplies. Bandits. On the other side. Got it. I need to ask something else. Your work won't run away. Don't worry. About Ivar. Do you know him well? Well, yeah. I've said he helped us. We sometimes discussed various topics with him. What about it? So, he's now in the bar. Not quite himself. Apparently something went wrong when he was turning off that rainbow, and now he says that it was a mistake, that it shouldn't have been turned off. What do you think? Why? So was he not quite himself, or was he coherent after all? It depends on how to interpret it. Well, when he's himself, coherent. When he's not, incoherent. I'm saying, he turned it off, but now believes it was a mistake. Says it was in vain, says it wasn't the right thing to do, and he's itching to turn it back on. I don't understand. You've met. Maybe you can explain what he means. How should I know? Ivar, it seems, studied the problem of madness outside the zone. For some reason, he decided that mental disorders began to take on a mass character, at times. And he somehow analyzed something and decided that the answer needs to be sought in the zone to understand the reason for such a high percentage of insanity outside the zone. It's a complex issue, not my topic. Well, what does this rainbow have to do with it? Ever seen Zombified? Seen, of course. A terrible thing. Not just them, but also just psychos here. There you go. He decided to try and correlate these madnesses with zombies and possibly cure some. That is, to understand what comes first, madness or zombification. And his idea was exactly that rainbow was to blame for everything. Probably why he was eager to turn it off. To eliminate the main cause, as he believed. Did he say anything about S.T.A.L.K.E.R? Didn't let slip that he might have turned on this brain shaker? Ivar told me exactly that. Well, almost exactly. No, he didn't say that in my presence. And you think someone turned it on purpose? Then he's a complete psycho. Why such sacrifices? So many innocently zombified. He's clearly a major paranoid, this... what's his name? S.T.A.L.K.E.R? S.T.A.L.K.E.R. But something doesn't add up. For him to just be a psycho like the others I've seen. Where did S.T.A.L.K.E.R get all these plans for communications, underground tunnels? How could a psycho figure that out? Are you asking me? Yes, I don't know. Where can one get such plans, drawings, schemes? How should I know? Rainbow was a secret facility. All that's known about it now is just a name, an approximate location, and even that's from indirect archival data, and it's not even certain that it's a real name, not some made-up code word. Plans for secret facilities aren't just lying around on the road. Either this S.T.A.L.K.E.R was bluffing, or Ivar misunderstood him. You yourself say he's not himself. In himself, not in himself. I understood him as I understood. S.T.A.L.K.E.R gave him the drawings. Could Ivar have turned it off without knowing how? After all, it's a secret facility, and then bam, turned off. How did he know where and how? From what archive? Why are you pestering me? Where? Such a secret archive won't be open for another 50 years. That's only possible if he came from the future, where it's no longer a secret. Lay off. Go to Fedotov. Alright. Stay lucky. And really, why am I pestering you? Where did you say Fedotov is? I already told you. On the other side. You'll find him. I'll find him. No need to see me off. Me again. Oh? What else? Do you know anything about the teleports in the zone? Teleports? An interesting hypothesis and seems logically sound, though not very consistent with academic science. But what do you need it for? I thought you were observing a teleport here. Thought it was in the city center. No, we have other, more down-to-earth tasks here. Of course, we observed that anomaly too, but what made you think it's a teleport? Did you teleport here? No, just walked here. Someone told me something about teleports, so I thought you were studying it. They say the zone sometimes lets certain people through to the center, if it suits her somehow. What? Do you think the zone can somehow make decisions? That it does something consciously? Well, I don't know, but they say sometimes that it kind of breathes, or how you put it, shifts energy flows back and forth. Well, simply breathes. Stalkers generally respect the zone as if it's something alive. Again, all these monsters, where do they come from? Some parallel world? Someone must be creating them and sending them here, through these various passages, mole tunnels. It makes you think it's alive and thinking something about us, and recording everything somewhere into its memory. Into what? What do you call it? The noosphere. You stalkers do love to fantasize. Noospheres, parallel worlds, time loops. It sounds impressive. You concoct fairy tales and comfort yourselves with them. However, some of our scientific minds are no better. They're also not short of fantasies. It's enough to simply say, something happened. You can scream your lungs out trying to impose your vision of this something, but it doesn't become any more understandable or safe. And what about you? You're studying something here, trying to understand this something, even though it's dangerous. As I said, we have more trivial, practical goals. We're not theorists, and is it necessary to understand everything thoroughly? In nature, identical creatures are stamped out without any intention based on genetic code. And the vast majority of people don't even bother to understand anything about it. They just live with it. Just live, stamp out their likes, and that's it. But even without understanding something as a whole, some part of it can be learned to be used and practiced in everyday life. That's exactly what I'm saying. You have your practical tasks and I have mine. Of course, I don't care whether the zone breathes or not, whether it's alive or not. But if it's now exhaling, for example, and it's not letting through to the center, then I'd practically like to understand how to make it inhale. Maybe then it's possible to get through, right? Not necessarily here, maybe in some other place, but the zone might let through to the center. Well, let's speculate for the sake of interest. I think to reverse the vector of force in another direction, some external force needs to be applied. That is, some serious energy kick is needed. But I don't know what that could be. There was the rainbow installation. It probably could have provoked such a change in vector. Does that theory satisfy? Well, yes, so it turns out. We need to turn on that rainbow, after all. Well, well. Good luck, researcher. Same to you. Did you want something? Yes, I was told in the bar that you bought some notes from Tooth. Are these your records? I don't really need them. I just wanted to know about that stalker guide you went with from Lemansk. From Lemansk? You must have mistaken me for Dr. Perlman. He talked about some guide, but not very willingly for some reason. And he also mentioned a robbery, that his notes were taken, which is very important scientific material. I don't know how they ended up with your acquaintances and how Perlman found out about it, but he asked me to buy them back. Maybe the robbers themselves talked about it. He gave almost everything he had for them. I was just passing through the bar to Yantar and had the means, he asked very much. And where is he now? He had to fly out. Said it was for new devices and equipment. He urgently needed one new device. Though we've already received such a device, Professor Sakharov told me once. Why he needed a second one. And along the way, Dr. Perlman wanted to solve various organizational issues. So those notes weren't that important to him if he left without waiting for them, is that it? On the contrary, he was very pleased when I handed them to him at Yantar. He immediately reimbursed me for all I had spent. Just asked not to tell Professor Sakharov why he was in such a hurry to leave. I don't know why. And you wanted to know something about him. Ah, yes, about the guide. I can't tell you anything. When he returns, then you can talk. But I don't know when he will return. Alright, I'll wait and talk when the chance arises. Or maybe I'll negotiate with Tooth some more. Know any fresh jokes? Vassian, why are you so nervous? Because of an artifact. What artifact? Well, Vassian found an artifact. Very rare. It's called Friend's Heart. It has 2 parts. You keep one for yourself and give the other as a gift. And then you've got everything. Joy, pain, and sorrow, all in half. So what's the problem? Well, he's got a period now. Stalkers love the gender jokes. Oh. It's a weird physics bug. Alright, there's no one else here. It's just us Goyles. First off, Nuts hideout. We got this so long ago. Actually, first off, I'm gonna check the slumper. Slumper with a dumper. What? Hey. Uh-oh. You know what that means. Let's figure out where he is. Oh my god. It really does sap you. It's so bad I can't even move. There's the controller. How are you supposed to do this? Okay, it's working. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. That was pretty funny. Okay. So. Stamina artifacts are the name of the game. We're basically going to be starving the entire time we're here. But whatever. Sniping this guy would be ideal. think I got him. I don't know that I'm gonna have to worry about him though. Not yet. This is another one. Possible. There it is. Burr's Grandma Beats. That's pretty awesome. Further away I get from the center, the easier my runs will be. And I shouldn't get starved either. I believe these guys are over here in this corner. That's the statue. Symbol of communism. Starves the people. There's your subtext. There it is. god. We're safe here. Thanks to his incredible machine. Close one, man. Suppose they could still jump. And we have to finish the combat. Before we can talk. Okay. Oh, be well, man. What brings you here? Haven't seen new faces for a while. 2 months already. Good thing my shift is soon. I got sick of all this. The nasty beasts, all unclear. What's happening? My name is Sergey, and you? Hey, I'm Marked One. Hear about that, what's it called? Rainbow. Rainbow? Didn't catch that. What rainbow? We're working with repellents here. Or is that some kind of drink? We're almost on prohibition here. No, I was told you know about the installation that fries brains. Called Rainbow, I believe. Son of a bitch. That's the wave emitter. I didn't get it at first. So why do you need this? Ivar always wanted to turn it off. Said it would radically solve the problem with the zombified. And I heard Ivar already turned it off. And now there's no brain scorcher. Though the zombified didn't decrease from that, strangely enough. Yes, strange. Basically because this emitter isn't emitting from the center of the zone. Probably from the Chernobyl nuclear power plant itself. Some field is coming that takes away people's will. Nobody even lifts a finger, even when monsters are eating them. That's the situation. Sure? Well, not exactly sure, but that's what Ivar says, as much as he can be understood. Strange. I always thought the effect of the emitter was just someone's oversight, or a malfunctioning unit, not working in the right phase. Or maybe it was specifically built or reconfigured for this purpose. But who? Now what does it matter? It would be good to know where it was turned on. I roughly know where the control point for this installation could be. I was recuperating with one of the former technicians who serviced it in our health resort, but he didn't elaborate much, and I wasn't too interested. I was recovering from an infection. Well, it's not interesting. Ivar also asked and checked it against some maps, always amazed, saying, yes, it should be there. Where he got them from, no idea. You should talk to him. It's hard to talk to him. So where's this console? As the acquaintance said, Rainbow was built for other purposes, and only after that big emission, it started being modified. It's powered by its own reactors. The entrance, as I understood, is in Sector 73. Well, let me show you on the map. Here, the road runs straight into the mountainside. That's where the entrance is. Might not be the only one, but it's the only one I heard of. And I told the same to Ivar, and he matched it with his records. Ivar definitely knew more. He also said that there was an underground base in the Dark Valley, where Rainbow technicians lived. He figured it out from his plans. What it is and where, I don't know. Got it. Entrance is on the radar then. It's something in the valley. I'll check it out. But we know it's in the valley. Marked One, what's up? Not sure if it's worth it. Tell me, do you remember anything from your life? I mean, of course you remember. I mean, how accurately do you remember everything? What are you getting at? You see, I've been in the zone recently. That is, maybe a long time, but I've only been aware recently. I lost my memory, but from time to time, something pops up. Like, I see something in the zone and, bam, some connection to something, as if it's from the past. and images in my head, like the place is familiar. And there's someone familiar, but it's all vague. I'm not sure it was exactly like that, and definitely with me. Ah, never mind, it's about me. You wouldn't understand. Forget it. Why not? I understand you. Actually, not every person can guaranteedly remember the exact time and place of any event, even if reminded of it. A human is not a machine. He doesn't store everything in memory, so it's always at hand and can pick any data off the shelf at any moment. He doesn't sequentially go through memories, but remembers more associatively, in connection with something. Something reminded you, you remembered. Not, then it wasn't needed, and it doesn't bother much. You might be new here, but can you, for example, precisely remember what was with you a week ago? The exact place, time, circumstances, etc.? Well, I remember where I was, what I was doing, roughly. Exactly, roughly. And it's only been a week. And the further back, the vaguer the memories. Usually, people remember from the distant past only some very bright moments, and even then, not concretely. It's just a feeling. Yes, that happened to me. But the memories themselves are vague. An unclear idea of what was really there. On the level of idea? Imagination, you mean? So it might not have happened to me, but I made it up? Well, I just put it that way. On the level of thoughts, sensations, and impressions, without clear recollection of exact phrases, places, times. Approximately where, approximately when, approximately how. I think it's the same for you. Something suddenly reminds you of something, some connection arises, and something surfaces in your mind, reminiscent of events in the present, some vivid association. So you're saying, even you don't remember everything exactly. Of course, no one can remember everything exactly. Of course, it depends on the person. Some remember more, some less. Just consider that I remember about myself a bit more than you about yourself, that's all. Look at it more simply. Till next time. Okay, well, that was really good. We got a lot done, and we're ready to get that last stash next time and head back. I think we'll head out of here into Pripyat. That'll be cool. Alright, I'll catch you later.